City Council voted unanimously in favor of a memorandum of understanding to kick off the process needed to move forward with the Bawading Urban Indigenous Hub. This MOU, Don McConnell, Director of Planning and Enterprise Services for the city, said it's just one step in what may be a 5-step process, which will take approximately 2 years to complete. Justin Marchand, Executive Director of the Ontario Aboriginal Housing Service, one of the several partners involved in the project, said he hopes to see shovels hit the dirt by 2021, providing they can get acquisition to the 13-acre Gateway site, which is historically significant to the development group, as it's near the site of the signing of the Robinson-Superior Treaty and the Robinson-Huron Treaties. Liberal leader Justin Trudeau and Conservative leader Andrew Scheer competed for votes in Southern Ontario Monday. Trudeau pledged to work with provinces to improve access to mental health services and family medicine. Scheer promised to undo restrictions on mortgages both Conservative and Liberal governments put in place to ensure only people who can really afford them get housing loans so more people can buy. Meanwhile, in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, the NDP's Jagmeet Singh promoted his party's pharmacare and dental care plans.
A re-elected Liberal government will also work with the provinces and territories to ensure that all Canadians have access to a family doctor or a primary health care team on a regular basis. To have the same doctor or nurse practitioner to do your yearly checkup and monitor your health over time can help prevent illness. They make sure you've received all your shots and conduct routine tests, so if something's not right, you can get the right treatment right away. And if you have a family physician, you may not need to spend as much time in the ER, which in turn reduces wait times.
Now, Conservatives believe that when you work hard, save and invest in your future, the government should help you, not stand in your way. And as Prime Minister, I will make sure that a new Conservative government helps you get ahead. I'm proud to announce today a 4-point plan to help put homeownership within the reach for more Canadians.
I think it's becoming more clear by the day that we need a new government and a new Prime Minister. We need a Prime Minister of whom we can be proud. A Prime Minister who understands the life of ordinary Canadians, like Andrew Scheer, who grew up in a family where they didn't own a car, in a modest townhouse, who is a person of profound respect, who will never embarrass this country, either here or abroad.
The federal government already buys medication for veterans and for Indigenous communities and some vulnerable communities. Provincial governments already buy medication if you go to a hospital. So instead of having separate negotiations between provinces and pharmaceutical companies and the government federally and pharmaceutical companies, if we combine the buying power of all of Canada, 37 million Canadians, we can negotiate better prices and we can cover everyone in our country.
Canada's Supreme Court justices are hearing cases outside of Ottawa for the first time ever this week. They are in Winnipeg, where they will also meet with students, Indigenous leaders, and the general public.
My colleagues and I are so happy to be here in Winnipeg for the Supreme Court's first ever sitting outside of Ottawa. And personally, I'm excited to be here at my very first press conference outside of Ottawa. I hope this won't be the last time for either one. We are here in the courtroom where later this week, the Supreme Court of Canada will hear 2 cases. A big part of the reason I wanted the court to sit in other countries, in other cities, is to make that a little easier for people who cannot easily travel to Ottawa to see Canada's highest court in person.
Researchers have discovered a hidden continent on Earth, but it's not Atlantis. They found it while reconstructing the evolution of the Mediterranean region's complex geology, which rises with mountain ranges and dips with seas from Spain to Iran. Called Greater Adria, it's the size of Greenland, and it broke off from North Africa, only to be buried under southern Europe about 140 million years ago. The researchers found the Greater Adria started to become its own continent approximately 240 million years ago during the Triassic period. In September of 2017, a different research team found the lost continent of Zealandia through ocean drilling in the South Pacific. It's 2/3 of a mile beneath the sea. Greater Adria isn't the first lost continent to be found, and if research in past years shows anything, it likely won't be the last discovery.